Brent, I've had a ton of questions tonight asked by folks. Do y'all have any idea where or why this started?
No, it evidently had a tremendous start right off the bat when it was dispatched. People instantly said there was flames through the roof and fire all over the whole building. Real heavy fire, real heavy smoke throughout the whole building.
Okay.
So it evidently had a real big start before anybody noticed it.
Okay. Your thoughts on this tonight? I mean,
Well, we were happy so far. Nobody's been injured. It's fairly tough conditions, to be out here trying to fight a major fire like that.
Right.
We've had, good water supply. We accomplished our goal of keeping it from getting into the two big wings on the south side.
Yes.
Here. And there's a lot of storage, a lot of value in that wing over on the South Jefferson Street side, on the south side. And we're just happy we were able to cut it off from going down those two wings and burning all that. All this part in here in the center was already lost when we pulled up, so our priority was to get the aerial up and cut it off from going into those two wings, and the guys were successful in doing that. So basically, we're happy. We pretty much saved everything that was savable when we got the call.
Right.
And so we feel like we accomplished what we needed to do, and all we could do here tonight.
Well, and you've come back out of retirement and have taken up the post again.
Yeah. It's one of those rewarding jobs that really don't work a day in my life. I know it seems bad out here, but all the training and most all of us that have a lot of years, this is what we've studied, trained, all our lives, and still happy to be able to contribute something to that.
Right. And, we really appreciate the job that you do, pre-retirement and post-retirement and now back in action.
Yeah, back in action. And all the guys, all the firefighters, they're the ones, and we've had a lot of help from everybody, around police, a lot of help from police, a lot of help from civilians around, and we appreciate that. And people have not, gotten away. That we really appreciate that, and they've helped out, and it's worked out really good.
Right. Now, we did hear that earlier that the Eddyville Fire Department, Fredonia Fire Department had come to Princeton to be at the fire department to help just in case.
In these conditions, this snowstorm, it's a miracle that there's EMS has gone to I-24 on an accident to check a person. I think the Edible group come up on an accident on the way up here. Fredonia come up on an accident on the way back to Fredonia right now. So they were here to not to help us over here, but to cover all of Caldwell County and the rest of the city for us until we could break some stuff loose here.
Right.
We've got everything but the aerial cut loose here, put back together, ready to go. We've got enough people to answer another call, so we've let them get back to their jurisdictions because there's just a bigger chance they'll have something at home than as it is here.
Right.
So we're back to where we can answer another call now, and but yes, it's so reassuring to have them here. We could have pulled them up here if we'd have needed them up here, but the main thing we were doing, they were doing for us was covering the rest of the city and the rest of the county.
Right.
We had so much stuff tied up here.
What do you got to say about this group of guys? I know you have a volunteer fire department. I mean, tell the folks out here how great these guys really are.
You see, they're all froze, wet, and most every one of them will have to go to work tomorrow. So that's what they do for the community, saves millions of dollars annually, and what they do for the city and the county both.
Right.
And that's how dedicated they are to stay up out here. We'd be lucky if people don't get a sore throat, get the flu, get sick, out here wet, freezing all night long, and they're going to have a hard day tomorrow. And the runs are going to keep coming, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, a lot of them wind up taking vacation days, using their time off from their work jobs to help out, at fires, or they just simply won't be able to go to work tomorrow. They'll be so wore out.
Right.
And we appreciate the employers that give their employees the time to be able to do this for the community.
Absolutely. Like I said, great job here tonight. Very historic fire on a historic night where we have a pretty good snowstorm here.
Yeah.
We really appreciate the job that you do.
EMS. They've had a couple ambulances over here. We've cut it down to one because we're now just in mode of trying to let the debris areas burn out, and keep it from spreading to the other parts of the building. And they still got one ambulance here in case somebody gets hurt or we need EMS for anything. So they've been here with us all night too, and the police. And so it's a team effort. It takes the community. It takes everybody, to be successful in this. And the main things are, it didn't burn everything up here, but the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
Right.
So we're not done. It's dangerous climbing ladders. It's dangerous on the aerial, because of ice and all that kind of stuff. But so far, nobody's been hurt. We're very thankful for that. A lot of collapse, a lot of the walls collapsing around.
Yeah.
We've kept everybody out of the collapse zones, and so we're thankful for that.
And all of our prayers and thoughts. A lot of people are sitting here coming through, and they're saying thank you for all you do for the community, and everybody. We take several pauses tonight to keep you guys in prayer. We love what you guys do. We appreciate it. And
we appreciate it. And I tell you, I've said this many, many times over the years. Without the community's support, we couldn't have the equipment and the money, because all this stuff's real expensive. And without the community's support, we couldn't have the good equipment we have to keep everybody safe and to be able to get the job done.
Right.
Without the community support.
How many hours of training do you figure that your guys do for a situation just like tonight?
Well, we train 2 nights a month for 4 hours. We train 8 hours a month. Now, COVID has cut that back some.
Right.
And a lot of it has gone virtual, like a lot of the other meetings in school and everything like that. But we typically train 8 hours a month, and our guys go to regional fire schools over the weekends, which is 16 hours over a weekend. And then, of course, fires like this you can't count as training, but this is where you really learn you learn the basics and all the training, and this is where you really learn the street part. What the book can't teach you.
Exactly.
And, so we've got a lot of good young guys, and that's kind of what some of us older guys, to try to help those young guys learn the ropes and stay alive, make sure everybody goes home.
Right, and that is the most important thing, is that everybody goes home tonight. Everybody goes home safe. Buildings can be rebuilt. Lives lost cannot be replaced. And any word for the folks out traveling tonight and stuff like that, or wanting to get out traveling?
Well, we beg you not to do it. And I've seen people out in shorts. I've seen people out almost flip-flops in this kind of weather, like they think there's no chance they can have a flat tire.
Right.
There's no chance you're going to slide off in the ditch.
Right.
You're going to wish you had long pants on and something more than flip-flops on.
Right.
If you have to get out, absolutely have to get out, you need to have blankets, you need to have coveralls. I keep my hunting clothes in my personal truck. I've got this stuff in my work truck, where if you run out of gas, I seen a vehicle run out of gas today. They weren't dressed for that.
Right.
So dress for something could go wrong. Sure, everything's okay as long as you don't have a flat or run off the road, or what are you going to do when you come around a curve and somebody's taking the whole road and you're in a ditch and you're dressed in to be sitting in your living room chair instead of dressed for being out in this weather.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, people have froze to death because nobody's out much. You slide off the road, nobody sees you. You could be there for an hour or two before anybody finds you if you lose your cell phone and can't make a call.
Right.
So
Right.
be dressed. That's what you're up against. Is it really worth getting out? Sitting out here in a ditch somewhere for a couple of hours trying to keep from freezing to death. This is serious stuff. It's life-threatening weather that we're in there. So don't get out in it if you don't have to. And when you get out in it, then that makes us have to get out in it.
Absolutely. Brent, thank you so much. We appreciate everything that you guys do. Thank you for coming up and talking to us.
Appreciate y'all.